Hello, I'm Isaac Hunt from Holland Park, Alabama, and you're watching TJV.
Morning there, folks. We made it home. We got to go to the vet today. Diesel's got some issues with one of his glands, I think. He's got a growth on the side of his mouth, and it's really worrying me, so we're going to go see the doctor. Diesel, come here. Come here. Look at this. Can you sit? Can you sit? Actually, come on this side where there's better light. See, he's got this growth that's popped out of nowhere on the side of his face here. I feel so bad for him. He doesn't seem like he's in pain, but it just came out of nowhere and grew so fast. I noticed it yesterday. It sort of swelled up a little bit, but then it went away. I was like, oh, that was weird. Maybe he bit his cheek and, swelled up for a bit, then it went back down. And then this morning we woke up and I'm like, oh! What? So I've done some research. Oh, that looks... Yeah, it's getting bigger. And it could be a salivary gland. With how fast it's growing, it's probably not cancer. But we're going to go get it checked out anyways. You better not have cancer, man. Oh, you poor guy. We're going to go see the doctor right away. He's never had health issues before, ever. The worst part is, tomorrow is his birthday. Turning 5 years old, man. 5 years old, half a decade, and you got to start it off by going to the doctor. They'll fix you up, though, man. They'll fix you up. They'll get whatever that is. They'll fix it up. Yeah, they'll put a Band-Aid on it, man. They'll get it out of there. Whatever that is. Poor guy. I'm kind of worried about this because I'm supposed to leave for Calgary tonight, right? And if the vet tells me that I should stay home, well, then I've got to get a hold of somebody and say, I can't take this load. I have to stay home. My dog is sick. And then that load, I don't know if they'll have someone to take over for that. I'm sure they do. They usually have people waiting on the weekends to go. But I sort of wanted to take it. I wanted to go to Calgary. But I want my dog to be healthy more than that. Just about time for a new laptop, I think. I'm still using this, just sort of using the HDMI cord to just use the computer as a monitor. I mean, the TV as a computer monitor. But listen to my fan in there. It's getting old. Old. I gotta take it apart and clean it, I guess. It's been with me a very long time. I've made all of my videos on that for like the past 2 or 3 years. And it's been on pretty much 24/7 every day. So it's been running straight the entire time. Because I always have it either rendering something, uploading something, or I forgot to turn it off and it just stays on in the back there. So it's been running non-stop. So I'm not surprised that the fan is starting to go on it. I would really love to have a new laptop, but I just don't have the money for it right now. Just leaving the vet here, we got some good news. It's nothing serious. It's a salivary cyst. Pretty much the saliva that goes into his mouth, that thing got blocked, and it's backing up with saliva and swelling up. So all I gotta do is give him some antibiotics every day for 10 days. So 1 tablet for 10 days, and they say that it should shrink down and within 10 days be gone. They say if it's not gone in 10 days, there's a 1 in 10 chance or so that the antibiotics won't work as well as we want them to. Then we'd have to come in here and they'd have to do surgery and open it up manually. But we got 10 days to figure that out. He said it's nothing serious, nothing life-threatening. It just looks awful. Hey, Diesel. Hey, Diesel. You're okay, bud, right? Ready to go for a ride? You can see that lump on the bottom of his throat there, eh? It's on the other side, but you can see it from this side. Ugh. Looks awful. But at least it's nothing serious. Just $80 of antibiotics. Anything for the weasel. Anything for the weasel. Poor guy. Poor guy. It's getting bigger before it gets smaller. The vet said you're gonna be just fine, okay? Oh. Poor guy, man. Got your drugs right here, man. You can be a druggie for the next 10 days. Antibiotics, I don't even know what's in these. Let's see, it says it's for Diesel. Has your name on it, buddy. They're not for me. Got my client number on here. Oh, cephalexin, 500 milligrams. Cephalexin? 11 tablets, 0 refills, so this is all you get, buddy. If this doesn't work, we gotta take you back there and they gotta go in manually. You know what I'm saying? Manually. Feel so bad for him. It's got to be uncomfortable. He's not in any pain or anything. You see that? It's like going down onto his throat now. Oh man. Poor guy. At least it's not cancer, right? At least it's not cancer. Didn't get a chance to mow my lawn this time while I'm home. Next weekend. Next weekend I'll have much more time. I'm actually pretty excited about next weekend because this time next weekend I'm going to be in a class. I'm going to school. I'm getting my firearm safety certificate. So it's a firearm safety course. It's mandatory to go through your firearm safety course before you receive your PAL, which is a possession and acquisition license, which is exactly what it sounds like. I have a license then to purchase and possess firearms. This is going to be for non-restricted. So no pistols and no assault rifles. I got to go back to school for another course, pass another exam, and then I'll be able to purchase or get a license first and then purchase restricted firearms. I'll be able to teach you a whole lot more about what the laws are in Manitoba, Canada here and how it all works once I go through it. I don't really know what to expect right now, but next week we'll be talking about it pretty much all Saturday. I'm pretty excited about it. I got an 8-hour course. It starts at 9 a.m. in Winnipeg. Goes all day. It's an 8-hour course plus a lunch break, so probably what, 8.5, 9 hours I'll be there. And then after that I gotta write an exam yet, and I don't know how long the exam is. Probably at least an hour or two, I'm thinking. And then if I pass that exam, then I can send in my results to the government, I guess. Show them that I passed my safety course. Then they'll send me a PAL license, a possession and acquisition license, in the mail. And then I can go back to like Cabela's or whatever and be like, hey, I'm part of the club now. Give me a gun. Here we are, back at home. Diesel, how's it feel? How's your mouth doing, man? How's that thing doing? It was getting bigger still. What it does, like I was explaining before, is it blocks the saliva from getting into his mouth. It's blocked. That's why he's on antibiotics. That'll somehow break that down and let it flow freely again. I don't know if it'll all come gushing out then, or... You better not do that on my bed, man. Better not let that loose on my bed. But anyways, it's backing up. And it's creating this big bulge in his neck here. And the vet said that's perfectly normal, that there's nothing to worry about. Well, it's not normal to have it blocked, but when this happens, it swells up here and it closes off, or shuts off, and then it backs up behind there in the throat, so it doesn't look good. But the vet didn't seem too worried, and he said he'll be fine. And it's not life-threatening or anything. It worries me, though. I don't care if the vet's not worried, I'm worried. So we're gonna keep a close eye on that. And if it's not better in 10 days, the vet said bring him back and they'll do surgery. It didn't seem like that big a deal of a surgery. He's just got to go in there and open it up himself, but that'll obviously cost money. I mean, it's a sort of a specialty service, you know. I can't go in there myself with the box cutter and open it up. I probably could, but no, we're not going to do it to my dog. He always gets the best treatment, so we go to the best people. We'll find the best animal surgeon in the land. Right, Diesel? We'll take care of you, bud. We got this. You'll be fine. But the vet did tell me not to worry, that it just looks really ugly, but it's not bad. Anyways, we're all ready to go here. Logbook's up to date. Trailer's hooked up. Truck is running and warmed up. And we're going to go about 2 to 3 hours down the road. It's 1,360 kilometers to Calgary, where I'm delivering. That's 13 and a half hours of driving. Remember that? I speak in metric. I apologize for those of you who don't know metric. It's just easier for me to understand, and it's harder for me to do it. You know, we'll do the conversion right now just for you guys, so that I know you guys. I know. It's like I'm talking alien to you. Kalama, what? 1 second. Can you take a calculator? I said 1,360 kilometers, right? Divide it by 1.61, 844.7 miles, 845 miles. So we'll drive 3 hours today. That would be what, 180 miles or so? Is that right? And then we'll do the rest tomorrow. All right, we got to the rest area on the Manitoba side of the border between Manitoba and Saskatchewan. So we drove about 3.5 hours just like we wanted to, and I got 10 hours of driving left to do tomorrow. I don't have to deliver tomorrow yet. I have to deliver 6 a.m. I believe on Monday. 6 a.m. All of these early mornings this week. I've been running pretty hard though. I'm actually pretty happy with the mileage I've been getting this week. I think I said this yesterday or the day before, I find that when I stay more so in my region, you know, the prairies in the west and the plains of the United States, Midwest, I seem to get more miles that way. But I don't want to share all my secrets with you guys. Because I always had it in my head, just like a lot of other drivers, that if they go really far, that hey, far means distance, distance means miles. We get paid in miles, even though we're a Canadian company and we work in metric. We still get paid in miles. I don't know. Anyways, more miles if you go further, right? Not necessarily. I sort of like this. I've enjoyed this week, just sort of buzzing around in the prairies and whatnot. All flat land, so there's no hills to deal with. I know where everything is. It's been a good week, I think. So we're going to go to Calgary, unload there Monday morning, and apparently I'm going to bounce around Alberta for a few days. That probably means they have some LTL freight for me to pick up somewhere there and deliver around the area in Alberta there. Maybe I'll go into BC, I don't know, to the mountains. That'd be kind of nice. I'd like to go see the mountains again before it snows. I mean, we'll see. I mean, I'll probably go there in the winter time too. It's better in the summertime, a lot better. Speaking of summertime, I dropped my pen again. It's the second time I've dropped my pen. Speaking of summertime, my trees at home, one of them is losing its leaves already. I have leaves all over my backyard. And it gets pretty cool at night already. I had to turn my heat on at home last night. It got down to like, what was it? Was it 7 degrees Celsius? That's 7 degrees above freezing. So in Fahrenheit, that would be what, in the 40s? Low 50s? It got cool anyways. Very surprised, very surprised. So, I'm going to continue doing my logbook here, finish it all up, get tomorrow's ready to go so that I know that everything's set and ready when I wake up. I can just get out there and go. It'll be a good day. Hopefully it'll be nice and sunny and warm. It's supposed to be 30 degrees out tomorrow here. That's like 90 Fahrenheit, 85 at least, 80, 90, somewhere in there I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that, but don't quote me on a lot of things. I just talk. I've said this before. Just because Trucker Josh says it doesn't mean it's fact. It might come out like it sounds like it's a fact, but that's just the way I talk. I like to speak with confidence, and I've just taught myself to do that over the years. Always speak with confidence. It's amazing what you can do when you have confidence. But always fact check. Okay, I'm not an information channel. I'm not an education channel. I'm not here to teach you everything. I'm just here to blab. Yeah, that's about just a blab. It's a vlog channel. It's supposed to be a channel where I can, like a blog, put my thoughts into words and onto the camera. Instead of putting the words onto paper, I put my words into my camera and then onto the internet. So if you want to know if anything's true that I'm saying, I don't know, Google it or go to Bing or Yahoo. I like those search engines better than Google. Google's been acting kind of shady lately, haven't they? They've been censoring certain topics, and they've been deleting trending topics. It's really, really strange the way the world's going, you know? There's a lot of organizations that are bordering on fascism that have a lot of power. Not politically, but just social power, you know? Interesting. We're not going to get into a talk on that yet, though. I think I've talked long enough. Thanks for watching today. It means a lot that you spend your day, or spend some of your day, not your whole day. Unless if you go on a Trucker Josh marathon. It means a lot to me that you spend some of your day just hanging out with me and listening to what I have to say.
even if it is bogus. There'll be another vlog tomorrow, anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time. We'll see you then. We'll give you an update on Diesel's thingy then as well.